Hi Isadora. Let's get started straight away with your task 1. This looks well laid out, so let's move straight in and just start correcting everything. So first of all, actually, how did we do? Good, just over. So the provided bar chart compares the number of pet owners in 6 different places: Wales, Canada, America, Ireland, Scotland and England, over an 8-year period from 1990 to 1998. What a perfect introduction. Looking at the detail, Scotland was the country with the highest number of owners of pets in 1990, around 200,000, although this figure declined to 160,000 in 1998. Similarly, a slight fall was seen in England from around 130,000 pet owners in 1990 to 120,000 in 1998. Cool. I'm glad you're using the approximately. We should do it here as well, because with these bar charts, it's not possible to identify the exact numbers. What we're looking at is changes over time. Conversely, Ireland was the place with the lowest number of animal owners in 1990, 75,000 approximately, and this number remained stable over the 8 years of study. Notwithstanding, in the rest of the countries, the number of pet owners grew by around 50,000 on average. No, it's by 50,000 in total, not on average. From just under 800,000 to just under, actually, to just over 850,000. So it grew in total, not on average. Generally speaking, the total number of individuals with pets fluctuated in all the countries during the period of study. However, Ireland was by far the place with the lowest ownership. Yes, correct. Although I would have said as well that Scotland and England remained relatively stable throughout. As we can see here, Wales certainly fluctuated considerably. Canada had some minor fluctuations in this increase here and this decrease here. America fluctuated considerably. Ireland remained small but still fluctuated. But Scotland and England seem quite stable. So I would have commented on that. But not much to correct there. Your grammar and your flow are actually really, really good. Your task response is good. But I would have, like I said, I would have compared the degree to which the countries fluctuated. But let's move on to your task 2. So, in the intro, you have discussed the question, you've given your opinion, and you've also discussed the second part of the question. Well done. So let's correct the sentences. The impact of copyright laws on creativity has been a debatable topic since the advent of modern technologies. I hold the viewpoint that such laws promote imagination and incentivize people to generate new and exciting content. I would say furthermore or moreover here. Furthermore, I believe that these laws are... furthermore. I believe that these laws are designated. While that sort of works, I actually think designed would be better. I believe that these laws are designed to protect ideas and respect originality, and as such, society would function poorly without them. Good. Plagiarism? No, plagiarism does not protect. Plagiarism is the act of copying somebody else's work. So, what we could say is the intellectual property legislation protects artists and researchers from plagiarism and here an "and" would be more appropriate, and also stimulates others to be original. I would say encourages. It's just slightly more precise. This is because they work hard in order to obtain a new musical masterpiece. Obtain. We don't obtain a musical masterpiece, we create or produce. So I think produce would be good. Or even a new scientific discovery. For example, recent studies from Harvard have shown that since let's say, with sufficient copyright law enforcement, drug companies are able to invest greater amounts of money in the creation of better and more efficient drug treatments for presently incurable diseases. So this means the same as currently. So diseases that are incurable right now, but obviously they're not incurable absolutely. Therefore, this law promotes new original projects and improvements in several fields such as medicine. Don't need to capitalize that. Furthermore, humanity accumulates scientific knowledge and cultural output over time. This is due to the fact that new technological techniques detect plagiarism and unoriginal works which are rejected by scientific journals or record companies. I would say which can then be rejected by scientific journals or record companies. But I don't see how this relates to this. These two, to me anyway, to my mind, these two don't seem to flow from one another. They seem unrelated. For instance, the University of Calgary denounced 2 PhD students after they realised, or after the university realised, that their theses, because they are 2 people, they must have written 2 different, their theses were copied from previous studies. Consequently, since copyright law, again, copyright law means that so I'm not sure about this paragraph. I would expect this to have been discussed in your second paragraph. This is not really related too much to the question. You've gotten a bit sidetracked. So here I would have said, because you've said that society would function poorly without them. What do you mean by that? Discuss here fully what would society look like without copyright laws? What would happen? What is a poorly functioning society? How is that brought about by the absence of copyright law enforcement? So to sum up, it is well known that inventors are the main beneficiaries of copyright law, but it is important also to know that this law has produced new original works, and consequently people can obtain many benefits from these results, such as new drug treatment or scientific discoveries. Cool, but we do need more discussion of how society would function poorly without them. Without that discussion, we haven't responded fully to the question. So make sure when you sit down in the exam, or even just to the next essay that I send you, to really drill down into the question and think, what does this question need me to talk about? We must fully discuss the question we've been asked and not talk around it. But otherwise, your lexical resource is good. Your grammatical range and accuracy is good. Your coherence and cohesion and structure is good, except for this paragraph doesn't seem to flow very well. It needs to be better explained, better developed. Your task response is decent, but it does need to fully discuss this idea. But I'll send this over to you now. I'll look forward to your next pieces. Have a great day, Isadora, and speak to you soon.